Well. We are back. A little bit of a change of scenery here. How is everybody doing? I see we have one other person in here. Is it Holly? Who knows? But whoever it is, hello. I hope you are having a fantastic day. And with this new scenery, I get 2 monitors. This is the greatest thing ever. I finally have 2 monitors again, so I'm finally going. I just feel so cool right now. But that doesn't matter. Football is so close. Hello, Holly. Hello. Thanks for watching. But football is so close to finally being back, and I am super behind on making content on this YouTube channel. But nonetheless, we are back. Hopefully, we stay back for a little bit. As Holly knows, and none of you probably know. Hi, Mason. Mason probably knows that I am now at the University of Georgia. I am at my new apartment, and this is the first time I'm doing this. So if there's any technical difficulties, I am sorry in advance. But today we have a lot to talk about as the NFL season kicks off next Thursday, I believe, and I did get work off. Holly knows my work situation. Mason, you don't. I am turning in my 2 weeks tomorrow at a new Chick-fil-A that I just started at because it is quite awful. But none of you are here for that, unless you wanted me to talk about it. But I won't waste your time with that. How is everything, guys? I want to know how y'all are doing. Is the audio good? Oh yeah, I did not sync up my audio, so I hope it's good. I did not sync it up. Definitely forgot to do that. I don't know. It's gonna be fine. All right, I'm just gonna roll with it. Today, if you didn't know, was cut down day in the NFL. As you know, NFL season is right around the corner. Preseason is officially over, and there are many different things that are going on in the NFL. Plenty of players, teams having like 90 people on their roster, have to cut that number down to 55. So there are a lot of people losing jobs today, which is very, very sad. But one of the key players that everybody's been talking about it, especially if you play fantasy football, is none other than Jonathan Taylor. Had a tremendous second year coming out of the University of Wisconsin. He was the best running back in the league, arguably. Last season, not so much. And Colts owner Jim Irsay was very public about his intentions to not pay Jonathan Taylor. And to our surprise, he wasn't that happy about that. So he's currently physically unable to perform. The Colts gave Jonathan Taylor till today to find a trade partner for him. They did not. The Miami Dolphins did reach out quite a few times. I think the Colts denied their offer. I thought the Bears were a potential suitor. Carolina Panthers even reuniting with, Frank Reich. So, not to say that Jonathan Taylor won't ever get traded, but at least for the start of the 2023 NFL season, he is not going to be playing, at least for the first 4 games. So if you're a fantasy owner and didn't know how this works, Jonathan Taylor is on the physically unable to perform list, and he's going to be out the first 4 games of the season. Hopefully, when you drafted, you planned around this. I know I drafted Jonathan Taylor, and I haven't checked, but I honestly have no idea if I have a replacement for him. So that's going to suck the first 3 games of your fantasy football season if you drafted Jonathan Taylor. Facts. I hope you're not booing me because this is bad, but actually no, keep it coming. Boo me. But yeah. Oh, that's right, Holly. You have Jonathan Taylor. Okay, yeah, so he's going to be out the first 4 games of the season. I'm gonna look at your fantasy team right now, actually, and I'm gonna publicly help you out right here. Let's see. Oh, I think. Oh yeah, no, you'll be fine, Holly. You have plenty of replacements on your team. Anyone from Dalvin Cook, Mason, if you're still here, you know that Dalvin Cook is a very good running back to have on your team. One of the better running backs for the last 4 years. However long he was in the league. If we have any of my FSU fans in here, Owen or Cole, you will know that this guy is good on the New York Jets, splitting carries with Breece Hall. Hi, Faison. Hi, Faison. How's it going, man? We're just talking about Jonathan Taylor and National Cutdown Day in the NFL. But yeah, Holly, we're helping Holly out with fantasy. Holly, you have plenty of options available to you to replace him. You could also you can move Jamal Williams up to your starting running back and potentially put in like an Odell Beckham, but I would much rather. Oh, okay, yeah, you could either do the Odell Beckham or Dalvin Cook route. Odell Beckham plays the Houston Texans week 1, and I think, yes, that secondary is going to be much... Faison glazing. All right, whatever, man. Whatever, Mason. You can keep on hating, bro. I love Faison. But, yeah, so Odell Beckham going up against the Houston Texans defense. Honestly, there's plenty of new talent on that Baltimore team as far as receiving goes, so I don't know if Odell will get all of those receptions his way, but the Houston Texans defense, especially last season, was really bad, so Odell might be the way to go, but again, Dalvin Cook is really, really good. It looks like Odell is projected slightly more, so in the event that you need to swap out Jonathan Taylor, go with moving Jamal Williams up to your starting running back and then putting in Odell Beckham. But anyways, now that we have that fantasy catastrophe, also feel free to ask me any questions about fantasy right now because I will gladly answer them. But without further ado, we're going to talk about some of the most craziest things that have happened today as far as cuts go. Again, Jonathan Taylor not going to be on the team for the first 4 games of the season. Maybe he'll be back, maybe not. But yes, sir, Faison. Can I like this? Oh, I don't know. But whew. I want to talk about a team that we haven't talked about in a couple of years. I am going to talk about the New England Patriots and what the hell, literally just a few minutes ago, happened in New England, because currently there is only one quarterback on this active roster, and it is Mac Jones. Patriots just released Bailey Zappi and Malik Cunningham, the rookie out of Louisville, and they also traded their kicker Nick Folk to the Tennessee Titans. Lots going on in New England, and honestly, I don't know what the hell they are doing, because Mac Jones last season was not looking promising at all, and maybe, who knows, with the Bill O'Brien offense, Mac Jones is the clear starter in New England, which is why the Patriots made those moves. But Bailey Zappi looked really good in the few games he played last season. He beat the fuck out of the Lions. Like, it was not close. You're gonna buy merch, dude? I really want to make merch. I don't have the money for it at all, because I'm very quickly running out of money as I am unemployed. I get paid like a week from Thursday, so I'm counting down the days. I am very excited. Whew, but I don't know what the New England Patriots are doing. If the Mac Jones thing doesn't work out, they are screwed. Maybe Bill O'Brien, as the offensive coordinator, is going to turn things around and things are going to be looking up in New England. If that's the case, maybe invest in like a Juju Smith-Schuster for your fantasy team. Maybe not a bad idea. Anyway, there's more notable cuts. One in specific that I am thoroughly upset about. the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'm sure you have seen this player's highlights in the on the NFL Instagram and things of the source. But the Jacksonville Jaguars released Nathan Rourke. I believe I'm saying that right. And I'm pissed because I love this guy. I remember making my quarterback rankings. I never released them, but I made quarterback rankings using a mathematical formula on Microsoft Excel. And as I was doing that, I was ranking every single quarterback in the league. And Nathan Rourke just got signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars following the CFL season. He was a star in the CFL. He went undrafted in 2021, I believe. But I'm gonna switch over. Hopefully this all works out, and it doesn't look like it is. But okay, there we go. So this is a video from Johannes Shea. Just some highlights of this guy.
I left a really good situation
because
in order to try to go and chase an opportunity here.
This kid is something else, and I think he deserves to be on a team just as much as everybody else. Played for the British Columbia Lions. Like that is insane. The way that this kid has the ability to extend plays despite being only a third string. Like he had like 3 guys touch him and delivered an accurate pass for the touchdown. He got hit like that, stood on his feet and threw it. Like you can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. That's just a taste of it. You can check the full video out if you would like. But this guy has lots of potential. He lit it up. He was one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League. Came to the NFL, was a 4th string initially, became the 3rd string, and honestly, who was their other backup? Their other backup, who is it? I'm looking right now. Don't worry. I have a whole stat sheet of all this shit. CJ Beathard. And CJ Beathard, he didn't play bad in the preseason at all. But Nathan Rourke was just so impressive for me. Where was this guy ranked? I'm not sure. But yeah. Essentially, CJ Beathard was able to get the job done. He did everything that Doug Peterson wanted him to. And, overall, I do trust Doug Peterson. I know you need other roster spots, especially because Trevor Lawrence and CJ Beathard have both been healthy. Knock on wood for a good portion of their careers. This man deserves a chance somewhere else. That's enough said there. There's plenty of other players who are in very similar situations. One can make the argument. Well, here, let's start off. Trey Lance, another very talked about player in the NFL around this time period, as he was just traded to the Dallas Cowboys. And, a lot of people, including myself, were very confused as to what the hell. Why? Like, why? Why do the Dallas Cowboys need Trey Lance? He's going to be a 3rd string in Dallas behind Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott. And basically, look, Dak Prescott, he did throw the most interceptions in the league last season despite missing 5 games. But other than that, he's still a solid option at quarterback 1. The Cowboys were still winning games. They were still getting the job done. But maybe they think that Dak Prescott, I've heard a lot of people say this, Dak Prescott has reached his peak in his NFL career, and this is as far as he's going to go with the team. Now, the Cowboys are banking that under Mike McCarthy, Trey Lance can develop into a Hall of Fame player. Maybe that's what they're thinking, maybe not. But or they just need a solid backup. But the reason is they didn't necessarily need Trey Lance at all, because we all saw how Cooper Rush played last season. He had like one loss in his 5 games. Something of the sort. And they told him he was going to be released. His last game against the Las Vegas Raiders, he went 29 for 35 with 10 carries, had 355 yards in a single game with 4 touchdowns. Now, if that's not put me on a team type of play, type of proving himself, then I don't know what is. Will Grier also deserves to be on a roster. And the argument can be made. Like, looking at the numbers from preseason, Trey Lance sucks. Like, that was, speaking of Trey Lance, that was got to be, I know everyone's beat this to death by now, but it had to have been, the worst trade in NFL draft history, the way the 49ers gave up so much. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they gave up multiple first-round draft picks to Miami Dolphins to draft Trey Lance. And he played 8 games. And he didn't even finish most of those games. He kept getting hurt. So talk about like the 49ers are so lucky that they have Big Cock Brock on their team. And they got him with the last pick in the draft, which is also insane. Now, I get it. The 49ers have a very good situation, but nonetheless, not the worst quarterback in the draft class to be drafted is going to succeed in the NFL at all. So the way that Brock Purdy did and won playoff games and got to the NFC Championship game is insane. And Trey Lance couldn't do that with the 49ers. He did lose to some pretty bad teams last season. Chicago Bears, Denver Broncos. Something to note. And then Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy came in. Brock Purdy was undefeated in the regular season. Only loss was against the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game where he got hurt. He didn't even play the full thing. So, yeah. Anywho, any other notable cuts? Oh, this is an interesting one, because the Arizona Cardinals released back up to Kyler Murray, Colt McCoy, and they also traded with the Cleveland Browns for Joshua Dobbs. Now, I'm not the biggest Joshua Dobbs fan. I do think he is a solid backup to have, but I was so certain that Colt McCoy was going to be the starting quarterback on this team. And he's not. He got released. And my question is, was he really that bad? Arizona Cardinal, I'm going to be real. So we have no idea if Kyler Murray is going to play at all this season. With the ACL tear, I believe he had last season against the Patriots, there is no guarantee that he's going to touch the field at all. And, they just traded for Joshua Dobbs. So how quickly can this man learn the playbook? They have David Blau, but ain't no way in hell David Blau is going to do well. This motherfucker sucks. He's terrible. I will never I'm a Lions fan. If you've watched those Thanksgiving games against the Chicago Bears, in which David Blau's played, not good guy. And the Arizona Cardinals rolled with him, as far as I know. Maybe they did release him. Let's check, shall we? Yeah, I was so certain that Colt McCoy would be the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts for the majority of this season. Not the Indianapolis Colts. Colt McCoy on the Colts. Yeah, that'd be a good one. On the Cardinals. honestly, he's a solid backup. He kind of succeeded in some places as long as he had a good situation around him. Granted, Arizona is not a good situation to be in. David Blau is still on the team, which does not make sense. You cannot convince me that David Blau is better than Colt McCoy. Maybe he's cheaper. He's the cheaper option, but I don't know. But Joshua Dobbs will most likely be the starter for the Arizona Cardinals throughout the majority of the season. So we'll see how he does. They obviously must like the guy. They must have not liked Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy, I mean, we've all seen some of those those Cardinals highlights in practice, and they are awful. They are just awful. Another interesting thing that happened, I'm going to butcher this, so I'm sorry. I've seen this player's name written down so many times before. It's Albert. The Eagles traded for tight end Albert. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Albert O. And dude balled in preseason. He got his chance to prove himself the last preseason game. The Broncos won 41-0. I'm not making that up, right? Let's check, just because I want to be a valuable source of information and very reliable. Boop. Yeah, this guy in his last preseason game had 7 receptions for 109 yards and 1 touchdown. Jarrett Stidham was the quarterback. And now he's on the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, you already got Dallas Goedert there. Maybe Dallas Goedert is getting a little bit old, and the Eagles are trying to look for a potential replacement in the future. And if so, I think this is an incredibly smart move. And again, you also put him behind one of the best quarterbacks in the league, behind one of the best offensive line in the league. So there you go. All right. Shifting gears a little bit. Last week, Saturday, and I think maybe like Thursday or Friday, college football returned. It was Saturday. Yeah, I know. College football is finally back. I'm sporting my University of Georgia shirt. Thank you, Holly, for the shirt. But yes, after a long wait, college football is back, and my expertise is not in college football. I cannot name like all the starters, even on the UGA football team. But it's not going to stop me from predicting it, being excited about it, and partaking in the viewing of it. But one thing I want to mention is we got to see USC quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams perform against San Jose State. Now, it is San Jose State, but as far as Mountain West schools go, they are one of the better ones. And this man can play. And it's almost to the point that this guy is an automatic lock for the #1 overall draft pick in the 2023 NFL season, or 2024 NFL draft, which is a long ways away. That's in April. We got some time before we have to deal with the NFL draft again. But if he goes first overall, there is a consensus around the league, around the fans, that the Arizona Cardinals are going to land with the #1 pick. Despite that, I believe, according to my predictions, and if you haven't seen those, check out the other podcasts. They are on YouTube, so you can rewatch them as much as you want. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiving the first overall draft pick. I believe it's either going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Arizona Cardinals. Then the question is, with Kyler Murray on this team, are the Arizona Cardinals willing to select Caleb Williams? And look, according to NFL Rookie Watch on Twitter, or X, Caleb Williams is reportedly thought to be a combination of Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. And honestly, I don't know about the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson part of it because his game last week, he had negative rushing yards, but at the same time, he went 18 for 25, 72% completion percentage, 278 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a 218.2 passer rating. Like, this guy he's good. He's really good. And this might be the next generational talent. Again, my expertise in college football is not that great. But at the same time, what I've been hearing throughout the league, through other people, he's probably going to be the first overall draft pick. And is he better than Kyler Murray? Probably. I believe Kyler Murray, he was drafted first overall. I honestly think he was a Heisman. I think it was a little bit of a reach. Like, Kyler Murray has not been living up to the hype that he was surrounded with in the league. Like, I was so incredibly annoyed by this. He's a great player. Kyler Murray is a great player, good quarterback, very mobile, able to extend plays, good fantasy option, but he's just not what the Cardinals expected, at least not that I think. Because I remember when he first got in the league, there was so much buzz around, he's going to be the MVP. He's going to win the MVP. He's going to carry the Arizona Cardinals to Super Bowls. He's going to be on the cover of Madden. He's going to be like a textbook NFL player, kind of like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, those kinds of guys. And he just hasn't been. And of course, he's been hurt. But even when he does play, he's just an above average quarterback. Like, he's not elite. He's great, but he's not elite. Like, him and Daniel Jones, for me at least, are on par with each other. Him and Jared Goff are on par with each other. Him and Geno Smith are on par with each other. I do not think Kyler Murray is that much better, if not at all, than those guys. So I think the Arizona Cardinals will take Caleb Williams if they get the number 1 overall pick, and they'll trade Kyler Murray. Now, the question is now, where will Kyler Murray end up? And to answer that, I have no clue. I have no idea. But Arizona Cardinals are going to have some draft picks. They're going to get a lot of draft picks from him. And where will he end up? Not Buffalo, not Miami, not the Jets. Maybe New England. They only have one quarterback on that team, and it's Mac Jones. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. But welcome to the stream, Justin Jenkins. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you. But maybe the Patriots. They only have one quarterback on that roster. Probably nobody in the AFC North. There's some options. Maybe AFC South. Maybe the Titans. Probably not, though. They just drafted Will Levis. Colts, Texans just drafted their quarterbacks of the future, supposedly. Trevor Lawrence isn't going anywhere. Maybe the AFC West? Anyone there? Maybe the Raiders? I don't know. I have not thought about this enough. I have to say, I have to admit, I have not thought about where this is, but there is a very good chance that Kyler Murray is not on the Arizona Cardinals next season. There's plenty, maybe if the Desmond Ridder thing, I will never hear the end of it. Maybe the Desmond Ridder thing doesn't work out in Atlanta. If Kyler Murray is available for the trade, all of my Falcons fans in there, I know I will not hear the end of it about how he's going to Atlanta. I remember when Lamar Jackson wanted a trade, all I heard was Lamar Jackson's coming to Atlanta. Deshaun Watson's coming to Atlanta. Honestly, wouldn't put it past them. Again, haven't thought it fully through. This is me thinking right now. But yeah. But other than that, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that would be a perfect fit. And I know everyone in the NFC South, all of my Falcons fans out there, I know there's a lot of you. You will not... Peace has been restored in the NFC South, kind of. I finally think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be very bad. But how long will that last, especially if they get Caleb Williams? Well, I have my own model for how I rank the teams. And I should have calculated percentages, but I didn't. It's all right. Let's see here. Hold on. Bear with me. As far as the total, let's go with offense. Currently, the Buccaneers and Cardinals are ranked in the bottom of the NFL in total offense. I have the Buccaneers, my model has the Buccaneers as 32nd and the Cardinals as 30th. This is a little bit of outdated because I did this a few months ago, but I still think that's somewhat accurate that these teams are going to be the bottom offenses in 2023. Now, if you put Caleb Williams on that team, the immediate impact, one season, rookie season, these teams' offenses can jump from the bottom of the league to just below average, maybe. I have potentially the Buccaneers could jump to 15th in the total offense if you got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, other players on that team. Arizona Cardinals have them jumping up to the 21st in total offense. And then as far as the total team goes, both these teams are bad. They're bad. And if you add a good, solid quarterback, Hall of Fame level, generational talent quarterback, and I'm being dramatic here, but if you add one of those quarterbacks to this team, it's a tremendous improvement. The quarterback's the most important position on the team. That's easy to say. So put Caleb Williams on either one of those teams. Those teams will be winning probably double the amount of games. Now, in the long run, you allow Caleb Williams to develop in a system that cultivates his success, and you have a top 10 offense. He's got a 91.8 grade last season through Pro Football Focus. That's where I get most of my grades because I don't do it myself. Yeah, these guys, he's gonna be part of a top 10 offense. So again, this all goes back to, yes, I think the Arizona Cardinals should definitely take Caleb Williams in the event that they get the first overall draft pick, because I don't see him going under that. I know Drake May from North Carolina has put up very similar numbers at North Carolina. They're all slightly below Caleb Williams, but nonetheless, I believe Caleb Williams will go first, and I think that the Arizona Cardinals should take him if they get the first overall pick. Now, shifting gears again, closing this stream, so almost done, don't worry. I have come up with a prediction because I love predicting things, especially things that I have no clue what I'm talking about, just because it's fun. As you know, I've recently became a student of the University of Georgia. I'm a statistics major. Like and subscribe so I can quit school earlier. That'd be perfect. But their football kicks off this Saturday. I have not received my email for ticket downloads, which I'm a little bit upset about and worried about, but I am supposed to be going to the Tennessee Martin game. Now, I transferred from Kennesaw State University, and Kennesaw State University, FCS team, soon to be FBS team, destroyed Tennessee Martin in Tennessee Martin. So if the University of Georgia, that doesn't happen for them, I'm going to be shocked. Now, I have the University of Georgia winning 49-12. Don't ask me how I came up with these numbers, but I came up with the UGA winning against Tennessee Martin 49-12. Honestly, I bet the over on that. I think they might win by an even bigger margin. We saw, that brings up another, I didn't go through all of these. Max Duggan, who University of Georgia played in the national championship game, beat the fuck out of him while he was on TCU, has been released by the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, maybe he has been the most impressive guy. I know he wasn't the greatest guy in college either, as far as the prospects go, but he's not on a team right now. He was drafted by the Chargers supposed to be a backup, and they rolled with they said they're going to stick with Easton Stick. And, there's no evidence really to convince me that Easton Stick will be a better player than Max Duggan, but maybe the Chargers thought of it as a view of like, wow, we can only have one of these guys. Justin Herbert, knock on wood, has been very healthy. We only need one backup. Who is it going to be? The guy with more NFL experience with the team, or the rookie that is still learning the system and really hasn't proven himself? And I think the Chargers went with the more experienced veteran player, releasing the rookie. Sad for Max Duggan. He'll probably find a home somewhere fairly soon. But, yeah. And I was going to do like a full-on college football predictions, but nobody's playing anyone good. The best game is FSU and LSU. In FSU, Cole, Owen, if you're watching, if any of you are FSU fans, I'm rolling with FSU. Y'all beat LSU last year. You can do it again. Don't let me down. FSU is going to beat LSU, but that's the only really good game in college football. Georgia's going to beat the fuck out of Tennessee Martin. I don't know what I'd do. I'm like, if anyone picks Tennessee Martin to win this game, if you bet on Tennessee Martin to win this game and they win, you'll probably be rich. Like, fucking retire. You're done. Whew. Man. Woo. It feels good to be back. I cannot wait to do this more. I want to be more active on the YouTube channel. I need to put links for, there's a Discord, there's an Instagram, there is a TikTok with no videos on it yet, but if you do any of that, all of it is on the Instagram. So please, if you haven't, go follow at Pro Nerd Sports, same as YouTube, on Instagram. Follow me there. All of my updates will be there. All of my predictions. I'll post plenty of visuals on that account, and it has the links to the YouTube, Discord, and TikTok. So, and X, Twitter, but I don't ever use that. I'm trying to get into it, but yeah, all that's there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my live. I love each and every one of you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you the next time I do this, which is, I don't know when, but hopefully very soon. But in the meantime, I love you. Take care.